Is the real estate market really about to go boom? Your neighbor just canceled their listing. You saw the sign come down and you're wondering, what does that mean for you? Interest rates are ticking up again this month. In fact, they're at an all-time high in the last year. And if you're selling this fall because you're relocating, you really don't have the luxury of waiting for the perfect market to show up. Besides, there really is no perfect market. So is this market about to go boom? Is there about to be a crash? Well, I'm going to walk you through 3 things that are happening now in real estate and what they actually mean if you're selling, and exactly how to price and prep your home so it sells on your timeline, not someone else's guess about where interest rates are headed. I'm Kristin.borostyan, and I work with sellers who want to sell. They're not testing the waters. They are relocating, they got a new job, they want to explore a new city, maybe they're retiring. And when you're in this position, market noise is the last thing. You need real clarity. So let's get into it. And before I get into the 3 indicators, if you're planning to list this fall and you want a second set of eyes on what's really going on with your exact home and you know your timeline, give me a call, send me a text. A 15-minute call now can save you tons of time later, and then you'll actually have a plan that might make this all simpler for you. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually happening. As everyone knows, rates went up again. And if you've seen me before, you know that I'm relocating and purchasing a home, so I am all over this. And if you're a buyer still holding out for that 3% rate, I have to be honest with you. That deal is gone, and everything I'm seeing suggests rates are going to hover in this range for the foreseeable future. Jobs, inflation, the broader economy, none of it points to a fast drop back to where we were a few years ago, even a few months ago, earlier in the year. Here's why this matters to you if you're getting ready to list your home. It's not really about the rate. It's about the monthly mortgage payment. Your buyer isn't shopping, with a price ceiling in their head. Of course, they have their qualification that they're looking for, but they're shopping for a monthly payment ceiling. So when you price your home, you have to think like your buyer's lender does. A $25,000 difference in list price might not feel like that much to you, and in fact, it would be awesome for you. But to a buyer calculating their monthly payment at today's rates, it can be the difference between I can make this work and let's make an offer to I have to walk away. This is where I think a lot of sellers get pricing wrong. They price based on what the house was worth to their neighbor a few months ago who sold it, in a completely different rate environment. And that comparison doesn't hold up right now. When I sit down with a seller, the first thing I do is run the numbers the way a lender would. So we land on a price that actually works for you, gets you the equity you need, and it works for the buyers who are out there right now, not the buyers that existed in 2021 or 2022. And you've probably noticed this one. A house goes up, you see the sign, there's showings. A few weeks or a month later, the sign goes down and you see the listing has been canceled instead of sold. This past month, canceled listings hit an all-time high. I talked to another agent who had this happen to her, and what she told me stuck with me. Her clients pulled the listing not because they had to sell and couldn't, but because they didn't really have to sell it off. They were not in a rush to move into their new retirement home. There was no real urgency. They wanted a specific number and the market wasn't giving it to them. So they said, you know what? We'll just wait. We're gonna pull the plug. We don't really want to negotiate, and that's what we're gonna do. And I totally understand the instinct, but I want to be straight with you. That's kind of a rough strategy. It wastes time for the seller getting the home ready and showing the property, for their agent who's marketing it, and for every buyer who toured the home and made an offer and got rejected while the sellers are holding out for a number the market wasn't supporting. And it does something else. It muddies the data that we all look at. So when a lot of listings cancel instead of close, The stats everyone is watching gets harder to read, and it makes other sellers nervous, really for no reason. And here's the distinction I want to hold on to. If you don't have to sell, you can hold out. That's a valid choice. But if you do have to sell, whether it's because you're relocating, you've got a new job, something has come up, you're helping parents, you're getting ready to retire and moving on, you don't have the luxury of playing the wait and see game. Your job is to get the home ready, price it to attract real buyers who are qualified for your home, and go into it prepared to negotiate. That is how this market has kind of always worked once you take all of that emotion out of it. The sellers who are struggling right now aren't struggling because the market's bad. They're struggling because they're pricing for a market that no longer exists. And here's the third piece. Even with all of these cancellations, inventory in most markets is at the highest it's been in years. That's just the reality we're in. People are selling their home and moving on. And real estate moves in cycles. It goes up, it goes down. And you will be competing with others selling a home like yours in the same neighborhood, no doubt. That's how it always goes. That is the reality of real estate in a more balanced market, which is what we're all striving to get. The days of the pandemic era bidding wars are basically over, and waiting for them to come back isn't a strategy. It's a delay, and it's costing you time. So, is there a boom coming? Is there some big shakeup about to happen? Honestly, I can't really predict that, but I don't think so. What I'm seeing is a market that's leveling out. And when a market levels out, the sellers who do well are the ones who meet the market where it actually is on the day they list, not where it was a few months ago or a year ago, and not where they hope it will be. Said in an earlier video, if you wanted your neighbors experience the fast sale, the tons of people waiting outside your home to tour it, the multiple offers over asking, cash offers too, you needed to have sold 3, 4, 5 years ago. That window is closed. But here's the part I want to leave you with. If you're selling now, your home has really appreciated an incredible amount over the past 6, 7 years. That's not nothing. That's real equity you're walking away with. So the goal isn't to chase a market that's gone, it's to make the smartest possible move in a market you actually have right in front of you. If you're relocating anytime soon, especially this fall, here's what I want you to do. Get the home prep conversation started now, not in a couple of weeks, not right before you're getting ready to list. Price it based on today's buyers, not last spring's comps, and go into the whole process ready to negotiate instead of holding out for a number that the data doesn't support. If you want help figuring exactly what your home needs before it goes on the market, what price is going to work to get it sold on your timeline with those buyers who are pre-qualified today, reach out. My contact information is below. And if you want more information, go ahead and subscribe, watch another video, but always get in touch with me because I love having these conversations and helping sellers move on. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.